If I'm going to change the colors, I'm going to need my file, my sketch of the website, and I have a little app which is called Color Slurp. It's a free app which makes funny sounds when you choose a color. Well, I've turned that off because I found it a little bit irritating when I worked with it. So I have already saved this background color here, which is a warm middle gray, and I'm just going to copy this code, open my inspector, and find the body tag. Here it is. It says background color body is white. I'm going to change that. Here it is. Looks a bit funny and weird, but not bad. And now I'm going to copy here everything because it includes also the color of the font. So copy, open my CSS style file in the Atom app and just paste it here. Of course, I have to delete this here. And maybe also these says and color. I could put white, but I don't think it's going to be correct. I think I need to choose a very, very light gray. So I'm going back here and using Color Slurp, I'm going to choose this gray here. This is the lightest spot, and I'm going to copy this into my font color. So this comes here, save, and then change the font family too. On this website, in this project, I like to have as little as possible different fonts. Save, and then of course save in FileZilla as well on the server. Go back, close this, and let's see what happened. That looks nice. Of course the text is illegible here, but these are blocks, and this is the nice part, that I just have to basically change the body color, the font color. Maybe in some other occasions like links, I have to change a few colors, but otherwise all the rest I can just add it here in the block. So let's see that. And color settings. I'm going to put the text color white and the background light gray. Update and check. Yes, it looks a bit more legible, but not really nicer. So to make our theme a bit nicer and to customize it, we are of course going to need a lot of tweaking. And if I went to all of these links individually, it is going to take a while to change their colors and hover states. So I found on GitHub that the developer Ann Paul has put the 2019 custom color override out there to use. So I'm just going to copy all of this and put it in our style sheet. Let me just check, view, edit. I have already commented here the typography, so I'm just going to put another comment to know where to look for things. Colors override. And then paste all of it here. Then I have to look for the A for the links. This is what we are working on at the moment. Just save it for a second And this is the links color. So I have prepared the one I want here in my text file. Copy this one, go back to code and enter it here. And most probably, if I go back here, of course I have to save the file also on the server. Let's see in the browser what happened. You see, nothing happened. Well, this is the trick with working with child themes, that you have to use the important rule quite often to override many of the CSS settings. And it doesn't feel good. It feels a bit hacky, and I don't really like it. But that's it. That's the work with the child themes. So this is now the look of the links. And of course, when I hover over, not much is happening. So I have to change also the hover color, which I also prepared here. And it is this one. I think it's kind of a corn yellow or something like that. So let's see the hover states. I'm going to put it here. Not forget important. Save. And check in the browser what happened. Here we go. Now I wanted to have also the animation of the border underneath, because here you can see there is a text decoration underline which actually cannot be animated. So I'm going to add the animation now in the hover state. So to change this hover transition, I'm going to remove the underline here and then add the border, which I'm going to transition, not animate, transition. I'm always using the wrong word. And I found it better because transitioning underline text decoration is always resulting in some jitters. So I'm heading back to the CSS file, and here in the hover state, I'm just going to copy this color because I want the border to have the same color, of course, as the text. I'm going to just add border color here. Save, and then go up to transition this. First I have to say text decoration is none. I have to declare the border bottom transition from 2 pixel solid transparent to the color that I've declared in the hover state. So I'm going to put the transition all linear, the simplest, and then 0.3 seconds. I found 0.3 seconds to feel the most natural of speeds. So I'm going to save this here and do the same in FileZilla. Yes. And check what happened in the browser. Oh, apparently all the links now have that same transition. Well, the admin bar is not really my concern. Let's see here. We haven't removed the underline decoration. Obviously, I forgot to write important. Was that the case? Go back. Yes. And now I can transition it. Let's see here. All the other links as well. Great. I also want to change the color of this element. It's some left border, so let's see which one it is. It's entry content and block quote. So I want to put this the same color as the link color, and I'm heading to the CSS file, and let's see, here is the link color. Copying it, Pasting it here with the block quote, saving, confirming, checking in the browser. What happened? Yes, it has changed the same color as the link before the hover state. But if I look at this in the big picture, I find these lines way too fine considering the typography. So I want to make them a bit chunkier. I'm going to change that back here, adding the border width. And I'm going to start with the 9 pixels, just to exaggerate a bit. And confirm. And refresh. Yes, that looks a bit more in harmony with the typography, but maybe a little bit too thick. So just to tone it down, I'm putting 8 pixels. And refresh. That looks a bit more in sync. We have edited the colors of the theme, and now we are going to move to the footer area because I don't want to have these widgets in my footer.